Welcome to the next phase and the last phase of this past paper. Okay, in the last phase, we just discussed about the scenario-based question, that what is the demand of the scenario-based question. So we just discussed that we need to give the maximum, minimum, and the average temperature for each day. First of all, we need to output them as well as we need to display the maximum, minimum, and the average temperatures for the um,
फोन में क्या रख दूं?
yeah, we need to output the average, minimum, and maximum temperature for the week as well. Okay, now first of all, we will be utilizing the commenting. First of all, we can see the space because in last past paper that we did, we were out of the space in that past paper, so we need to be careful this time. Okay, so first of all, we can give a comment, declare meaningful variables. Okay, now what are the meaningful variables? So we could declare a few of the things right over here. We will be declaring. You need to utilize the keyword declare. Okay, we will be declaring the day counter, we will be declaring the hour counter, and these things will be in the integer. Day counter, comma, hour counter, data type is integer right over here. Okay. Other thing that we need to declare. Now we need to do with the average of the days, average of the week and all. So two averages, one for the day, one for the week, two maximum, one for the day, one for the week, two minimums, one for the day, one for the week. Okay, so we will be declaring average day, comma, average week, comma, max day, comma, max week, comma, min day, comma, min week. Okay, so this would be as the real because it has asked us to round it off to two decimal places. Then we need to declare, uh, okay, we are left with few more things. The totals, because to find out the totals, we need to find out the average, we need to have the totals as well, and they will be in the real as well. So we could place it them over here, day total and week total. And now we could say they will be as real. Just after that, we will be declaring with the day. Which day are we talking about? So declare day, and the day will be as string. Okay. Now we could say declare constants. Now what are the constants that we could declare? So R is the constant. Okay, just after the R, I'm so sorry. R's 24, and similarly constant days will be 7 right over here. Yeah, good question. They are saying do not declare the things. You do not need to declare any array or variables. You may assume that this has already been done for you. Okay, the variables and the arrays that they have given to you, but they haven't discussed about the average day, average week, maximum day. So they haven't discussed about these things. So these are the things that you need to make by your own. That is the reason that you are declaring them by your own. That's the thing. Okay. Now, similarly, you need to declare the values for the maximum, minimum as well. So what could be the maximum values for the day and week? So you could write it down in this particular manner. Okay, so we took average day. Right over there, we have declared those things. Now we are initializing those things. So average day will be 0. Similarly, average week will be 0. Max day will be having the lowest value. You could say it as minus 999. Max week will be having the lowest value as well. Min day will be having the largest value. And min week will be having the largest value as well. So that any lower values, then that could be the part of it. Okay, and we are left with the day total and the week total. Okay, we need to declare them as well. Okay, as we are in the next line, so we do not need to place a 0. Okay, what are we left with? We are left with the day total and the week total. Okay, day total, comma, week total as the zeros. So we have initialized the values and we have declared the values as well. You may put up one more comment right over here that initializing the values. You could do that as well. So in this pattern, these will be 3 comments for you guys. Okay. Just after that, now we need to work for the days first of all, because once we are done with the days, then we will be doing with the week. Okay. So for okay, now we took a day counter for the days. No, that's a data. We do not need to do that because it's a constant. So for day counter, now the day counter will be moving from 0 to the days minus 1. 0 to days minus 1, or it could move from 0 till 6 as well. That's not an issue. Okay. Okay. And just after inside this thing, what are we going to do? We are going to, because that will be a nested loop, because once we are into the day, so we need to complete the all 24 hours and then we will be coming to the next hour. So for okay, now from here you need to have a look, or you need to be very much be careful about your indentation part. So for the hours, I think so we took hour counter. Yeah, we took hour counter over there. How was that? Was it no? It was not in capital. It was in sentence form. So we will be taking it in the sentence form here as well. Hour counter 0 to hours minus 1. Similarly, you can do it from 0 till 23 as well. Up to you. Okay, now coming towards the first day and the first hour. So we need to do that. Okay. Now, how are we going to do this one? We are going to put up a day total. The day total, we took it as the, yeah, it's written over here. So day total, yeah, it's necessary, Khadir. Day total will be provided with a value. Day total plus the 2D array that was named as the temperature. And what is there in the 2D array? It's the hour counter, comma the day counter. R counter, comma, the day counter. So this is how we are taking out the day total. Okay. Okay. Now, once we have taken out the total, so now we will be checking out for the maximum and the minimums as well. So how are we going to do this one? Do remember it is within the for loop. So if temperature R counter, comma, day counter, now for if the maximum, then you are going to say greater than max day. If it's greater than the max day, so what are you going to do? You are going to update the value for the max day. So it will be max day will be given with a value temperature, day counter, sorry, R counter and day counter. Temperature, R counter, comma, day counter. And if now you need to check it out for the minimum as well. So if temperature R counter, I haven't placed it completely, okay? Day counter is less than min day. Okay, I have not written it completely, but you guys are supposed to write it completely. So now at this time, min day will update itself towards temperature, R counter, comma, day counter, and finally it will be an end if once again. So this is how you have taken out for the maximum and the minimum. And now the hours has been done, so you need to check it out for the indentation part as well. Okay, you could use the lines as well, but afterwards you need to delete them. Okay, like you can make it with a pencil and afterwards you need to delete them. Okay, so now here we come. Similarly, if you can see that inside the for loop, I have utilized the same indentation approximately. So it's right over. Yeah, I'm a bit of it out, but mostly it's fine. Okay, so it will be a next R counter. We will be completing it with the next R counter right over here. Next R counter. Now we are out of the inner loop. We are right now out of the inner loop of the R counter, but we are still in the day counter. Okay, just after the day, we need to display them as well. Okay, so for displaying them, what are we going to do? We need to uh, put the cases. So what are we going to uh, place the cases? Where was the for? The outer for? Yeah, it was from the corner. So we can say case, but no, sorry, it won't be from the outside. It would be within the, because we are within the loop. So we will be saying case of. Now it's the case of the day counter. Now you could place up a comment over here that selecting message for the day, or we are selecting the day. You can place it anything else. So I'm just writing comment. Okay, just right after that, you need to select for the days. As you have, okay, do remember you have started it from the zero. Yeah, right over here. 0 till day minus 6. So it will be till day minus 1, sorry. So it will be till 6. So the options will be here from 0, 1, so on till 6. Similarly, how are we going to write it down? Day, it will be Monday. day, Tuesday, similarly, day, it was ending up on Sunday, so it will be a Sunday right over here. And then finally, it will be an AND case. Okay, now once you have done this thing, so you need to select either it's for Monday, either it's for Tuesday, or for which day you need to output. So now you need to calculate the average first of all, because we have calculated the maximum, we have calculated the minimum. Now we need to do with the um, average. So how are we going to do the average? Make sure you are, again, be careful about the indentation. You are within the loop right now. So day average, I think so we took it with the day average, if I'm not wrong. Week total, we took it with the average day. Okay. So average day, we took it with the average day. Just a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, we took it with the average day. So average day will be given up with a value of day total that we have already taken up over there. So day total divided by the hours. Okay, now you can divide by the hours, and you have declared the hours as 24, or you could write it was a constant right over here, or you could directly write 24 as well. That's not an issue. Okay. Okay, just after that, we have taken out for the average. Now we need to output few of the things. Now what are we going to? Okay, make sure you are within the loop right now, so the indentation should not be moved. Okay, so output. Now, as we have taken out the average day, now we need to output the maximum, the minimum, and the minimum. Okay, output day first of all. That means you are going to output the days. Then you are saying output max day temperature, day temp, and you could write max day. We took it with the max day if I'm not wrong. Yeah, min day and the max day. So whatever the value will be in the max day, it will be printed over here. Similarly, output min day temperature, over here it will be min day minimum, and finally the output average. Now for the average, output average day temperature. So how are we going to do this one? Okay, now for this one you need to take up a round, because they have asked us to make a round value up to 2 decimal place. So round, and inside the round it was average day comma 2. So the whatever the value is there in the round, it will be giving you the round value towards the uh, 2 decimal places. Okay. Okay, so make sure still we are in the loop. We haven't completed with the day counter loop. We are still in this day counter loop. So make sure you are good with the indentation till now. Okay. Now they are saying, okay, once we have output the maximum for the days, now we need to do it with the week. So we will be saying if max day is greater than max week. So in this case, what is going to happen? Max week will be having the value of max day. Max day. Now it's a AND if. Okay, just after the AND if, again we will be placing up the if condition. Now this if is for the minimum. If min day is less than the min week. So in this case, min week will be updated to minimum of the day. And if now after this thing, we uh we will be finding out with the total of the week, that what is the total of the week. So for total of the week, we will be saying week total. It's just simply the maximum, minimum, calculating the things. It's just simple, yeah, but they have asked for multiple of the things. So that is the reason that we are taking a long over here. Okay. Okay. Now week total. So how are we going to find out the week total? So we are saying, how did we find out the day total? Just have a look first of all over here. Day total plus the temperature. Now for the week total, what we need to do? We need to do week total will be assigned with the value of week total plus day total. Okay. So week total will be given with the value of week total plus the day total. So in this way, we can find out the value of the week total to find out the week average. Do remember it. Now, finally, we will be coming out of the loop for the next day counter. Now, as soon as we are out of the loop for the next day counter, we will be calculating the week average. So, what was the variable that we utilized for the week average? I think so. We took average week or yeah, average week. We took average week. So we will be saying average week will be given with a value average week divided by the days. Okay, we have already declared with the days. Yeah, over here we have declared with the days 7. Okay. Now, as we just did with the output statement for the maximum day temperature, the max day, similarly, we will be doing for the week now this time. So, how are we going to do this thing? Same statements we are going to utilize. Output, max temperature of week. So, what will be the maximum temperature of the week? Because we have already updated over there for the minimum and the maximum. So, it will say max week. Similarly, output minimum temperature of week. So min week. Similarly, output average temperature of week. So it will be average week. Okay, sorry. For the average, we need to do it round. So we will be saying round average week to the two decimal places. So average week, comma 2. So that will be all for this scenario. Okay. So that's all for this past paper. Hope that's for great help for you guys. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next past paper session. Allah Hafiz.